So now we will discuss about the null and alternative hypothesis. But first, i-refresh lang din natin when we say hypothesis testing, it is a process or procedure for us to make a inference or decision about a population parameter. And it revolves around the two mutually exclusive statements about the population, which is itong ang null and alternative hypothesis. So let's proceed to its definition. Null hypothesis, denoted as H sub O, is the statement of equality indicating no existence of relationship between the variables under study. This statement is tested for the purpose of being accepted or rejected. On the other hand, alternative hypothesis, which is denoted as H sub A, is also termed as research hypothesis. It is a statement of the expectation derived from the theory under the study. So, sa mga research, null hypothesis, this is also called the initial claim. Okay, this is what we test, whether it is true or not true, and then we can decide if we will accept or reject the hypothesis. And we use the symbol of equality here. As per indicated definition here, this is the statement of equality, meaning no existence of relationship between the variables, or there is no changes between variables under the study. On the other hand, alternative is the contrary to the null hypothesis. So if we are to reject the null hypothesis, alternative hypothesis is the one that we will accept. Okay? Meaning, sa alternative hypothesis, there is changes on the variables, or there is relationship between variables. Okay? So for us to understand this more, when it comes to null hypothesis, statement of equality, we will use the symbol or the equal symbol here. Yan ay kay null. So, si alternative naman as kabaligtaran, as contrary kay null, if this is equal, then we will use the symbol of inequality here. And that indicates it can also be less than or greater than. Okay, so si alternative hypothesis, siya ay contrary lamang kay null hypothesis. Kay null hypothesis, there is no changes. Okay, there is no relationship between variables under study. Kay alternative hypothesis naman, mayroong changes or relationships ang variables sa isa't isa. In addition pala, kay null hypothesis, we don't always use this one. Kumbaga, hindi laging equality symbol lamang, because kay null hypothesis, it can be the combination of equality and inequality. So, meaning it can be less than or equal to, and it can be greater than or equal to them. So, i-consider din natin iyon. Okay? So, for us to easily formulate hypothesis, whether it is null or alternative, we need to be familiar with these phrases or terms, especially kapag present siya sa ating statement or given statement or claim. Kailangan pag may presence nito, alam natin na si equal ang ating gagamitin. On the other hand, kapag naman may presence ng ganitong term or phrases, alam natin ang symbol na gagamitin, na siya ay greater than, less than, or not equal. Okay? So, for us to test our knowledge about this, I have here some set of examples and itatry natin sagutan. Determine the null and alternative hypothesis of each statement. The average age of electrical engineers assigned in a power plant site is 34.6 years old. So what will be the null and alternative hypothesis here? So we can see the presence of is, which is kung titignan natin, alam natin na siya ay equal sign ang gagamitin. So as our initial claim, H sub O is mu. Itong mu na to is yung ating population mean. Mu is equals to 34.6, yung ating equal sign. So as I've said earlier, si alternative is the contrary kay null hypothesis. So meaning our alternative hypothesis, if this is equal to 34.6, our alternative hypothesis will be mu is not equal to 34.6. And that is our null and alternative hypothesis in this given statement. Next example. 10 Omnilad street lights are distributed to a barangay in San Juan, Batangas. Its cost is not greater than 35,000 pesos. Not greater than 35,000. Kabaligtaran lang ito ng greater than. So what will be our null and alternative hypothesis here? So mu is less than or equal to 35,000 pesos. Bakit? Bakit ganon? Kasi kung intindihan natin, not greater than 35,000 pesos. Meaning, si mu ay, o yung cost is hindi hihigit kay 35,000 pesos. But, i-consider pa rin natin na pwede siyang maging equal kay 35,000 pesos. Hindi nga lang talaga siya hihigit ng 35,000. That's why, we will use less than or equal to. And dito na pumapasok yung sinasabi ko kanina na si null hypothesis, pwede siya maging combination ng equality and inequality. Okay? So, alternative as the contrary, mu is now greater than 35,000. Diba? Kumbaga, kung kay null hypothesis, hindi siya pwedeng humigit ng 35,000. Pagdating kay alternative as the contrary, mu is now greater than 35,000. Okay? So, that is our null and alternative hypothesis in this given statement. Example number 3 tayo. The Human Resources Department assigns at most 3 engineers in a small power plant in the town. Ano ngayon ang ating null and alternative hypothesis here? For our null hypothesis, at most 3, meaning pinakamarami na ang 3. Kumbaga, hindi na pwedeng mag-exceed sa 3 yung assigned engineers. So, what will be our null hypothesis? Mu is less than or equal to 3. Again, para lang yung kanina, pinakamarami na ang 3. Ibig sabihin, it's, i-consider din natin na pwede siyang maging 3, pero hindi nahihigit ng 3 ang ating population mean. So, that's why we have here, mu is less than or equal to 3. On the other hand, alam natin na si alternative is opposite or contrary kay null hypothesis. So, now, we will have mu is greater than 3. Pwede na siyang mag-exceed sa 3, kumbaga. Last example, a medical trial is conducted whether a new creatine brand can increase muscle strength by 7%. What will be our null and alternative hypothesis here? So, for the H sub O, the new creatine brand can increase muscle strength by 7%. Okay? Can increase. Pansin natin na gumamit tayo ng term na na phrase na can increase. So, as per our alternative hypothesis, we will use the opposite, cannot increase. So, our alternative hypothesis will be the new creatine brand cannot increase muscle strength by 7%.